Hey, good morning. It's your girl Andrea. Saturday morning. We have some clouds right now, so it's not hot, but it's definitely humid. And we are getting ready to let the heifers back here because they need some shade. Hi, girls. You guys broke in here the other day when you weren't supposed to be in here. Now we're going to voluntarily let you in here. What a time. Excuse me. Go ahead, hooligans. So we let the steers in to this other half of the shed last night. My brother called me at like 10 o'clock and he's like, hey, I have a fat out, I think. It might be a replacement heifer. I can't read the tag. She's standing in the middle of the yard. Well, they got the chain off of that red gate and they can go and like sneak out like a little mousetrap game. So we had one out last night that we found, and then this morning we had another one out. Just two of them, just chilling, hanging out. So got them in there, but both groups of fat cattle have access to another shed for shade. Water fountains are going. I will come check on them. But if we can hang on to these clouds for a little bit, it'll also help. And if you're wondering, it's too humid to bale hay. Look what I spy. Little tassels. Go, corn, go. Not Andrea's weather that she likes, besides the fact that my pool will be very nice. But the corn is going to thrive in this, and could have used it way earlier, but hey, heat and humidity, enough moisture at tasseling, she'll be happy. Came over and checked everybody. Nathan's gonna go rake some hay. I got a little bit of a breeze to at least get her raked up and flip the other stuff he's raked the stuff that hasn't been raked yet. See what's going on there. It's handling it okay so far. It's not terrible currently, so I'm gonna cross my fingers it stays that way.
All right, back on this new seating here. I rolled it together yesterday. Thought maybe we'd get lucky and bale it last night, but as you can see, there's 3 bales out here. Just didn't quite work out. Figured we better tip it here today. It's muggy out. It's about 90 degrees, but try and get it tipped. Maybe bale it tonight. See how it goes. But it's raking together pretty good.
But we're checking hay. I was 14 to 16 down there, so I might actually be able to make hay. $15.9. Go a little farther down, see what we can get. Just the bottom stuff's gotta dry. That's why she's being raked. So maybe tomorrow, if not, that'll be Monday. But I think we can bale this today because everything I did was 14, 15, 16. So I think we're gonna try. The baler will tell us too. So we are sitting all at 14 to 16. I just came down here and did 2 more spots. And she feels dry to the touch. But even the reader's saying that we're good to go. So that's exciting. I think we'll try to get this baled up here on this side. The other side's gonna have to dry for a bit. But hopefully we can finally get the hay up so it's not just chilling for an entire week out here. It's pretty much it was, but man, it's been an adventure. And if you can't tell, it's humid. Ugh. Just a girl off-roading in the Jeep. What a time. Who needs a side-by-side? I would really like a side-by-side actually of my own. But anyways.
All right, we're onto the old seating here. Rolling it so we can get the bottom to dry. Making a pretty nice windrow. There's gonna be a lot of hay out here. Oop, better keep it straight. Got the other stuff flipped. Andrea came and tested it. Maybe try and bale that here a little bit later. And yeah, hopefully get this hay put up. This stuff is actually gonna be really nice. I didn't get maybe but 1/10 of rain on it, which is pretty good for the year that we're having. The other stuff got a little bit more, but yeah, it's going pretty good.
Hi, boys. Not terrible. I hear somebody breathing over here. But I think it's our one that has some old lung damage when he was a calf. Yep, 2006. And he does not sound terrible. It's actually really nice right here. But the one you're hearing breathing is 2006. Everybody else, I mean, there's one over there literally chewing his cud. So I don't think we got quite as warm as they forecasted, which has me very happy. Don't get me wrong, like, they are experiencing some level of heat stress because they literally start experiencing like minimal heat stress at like 80 degrees. So, but everyone's upright, chewing cud. There's even some laying out. There's even some laying out in the sun right now, so. And there's more room over there yet. He got some shade from the feeder wagon. Yeah, I mean, they're chewing cud, so not bad. Go check the heifers in the back and check all the calves here in the barn. I am guessing that I won't have much to feed tomorrow because I'm for sure the heifers, I know they won't clean up their feed. They have not touched much, especially being in the back. But like, they're still riding. Never fails to amaze me. The steers I might have to feed in the morning. We'll see what's going on. Maybe not, maybe. We'll see. But I mean, some of them are still eating. Not bad. So there's like sprinklers you can have. We don't have them. Once you start sprinkling, you kind of gotta like keep with it, and it can add more humidity to certain pens if there's not proper airflow. So I know someone's gonna bring that up. But that's the information there. We just make sure that, like, good ventilation, they have shade, lots of water, and generally, knock on wood, they do okay. They got into the calving pen. They're not locked in there, they're just chilling, but girls are doing really well. You guys hanging out in the calving pen? We got another water over here. Hi, girls. Good. We're gonna spray for flies. So we spray a couple times a week, get a good kill, minimize flies. We also feed Clarifly in our mineral, which helps stop a lot of the fly cycle internally in cattle through the manure. So we do that, and then we spray. They like to live in like the modified, so we mix the modified, spray the modified. Try to help as much because, well, there's poop around, and flies, they're attracted to it, so. Thumbs up. Everyone looks fantastic, which I love to see. You just don't know with the weather, whoever's like got an underlying thing where they're just not feeling super great after our weather's been kind of, ever since the rain, that's where things kind of just, we were doing good, and then it was like, good luck. So then now you got the heat, so you just kind of got to watch because you get the swings and things and the humidity, but everyone looks really good, so that's what I like to see. Still rolling, almost done with that little field. Then we gotta do the other stuff.
All right, guys, rolling 2 windrows together here on this old seating. I rolled it together yesterday, tried to flip it a little bit, get the bottoms to dry, and come out this morning, and it was pretty damp yet, not bad, but I figured give her a couple hours, and I come out and checked it again, and we're right at like 14.5, 15% on moisture, which is fairly ideal. We got the new seating rolled up yesterday. That one we had a little grief with. It wasn't terrible, but the weeds in it were causing the moisture to spike in the baler, and it's grinding hay. It's not the end of the world. I think the hay on that was actually 16%, 15-16%, somewhere in there. We rolled it up anyway, just to be done with it. So this will be pretty nice hay though. I think we got 45 bales off of the new seeding. So let's see what we get off of this.
This is our Sunday afternoon check. We're not in a heat advisory today, but I think it's just as warm, so the cattle are handling it well. So me, not a fan of the heat. And this is why we love the creek pens, because babies are just chilling outside. As well, folks. All is well. All is well, folks. Look, guess who's back? Feed his own cows. Oh look, he's back, doing what he does. Nice looking cows, right? Looking so good. What are you doing on this side? I mean, I get that the grass is greener on their side. However, your kid and all your friends are over there, and this is the second time you've been out today. Jerk face. Well, I went over there because since the flood, the neighbor had a steer. There was more steers that were out. This is just the last steer that was still with our cows, and we were like, well, you can leave him until the water goes down. No mail yet. It's a lot easier to get him when there's not water you can't cross with this side-by-side or four-wheeler. Went over there to go just help him, make sure like all was well. Called me. And then one of our cows is just out again. That's the second time. This morning, Mom and I put 2 cows back in. One of the same cows was on their side. The part that makes me mad too is that, if you remember, earlier this spring when one of the cows like hit me a little bit, she's a sweetheart, except for like a week after she calved. So that's her. Like, she's so tame, and she just stood across the creek from me and was like, come and get me. And then they went around the four-wheelers, pushed her, and she went right back in. So it was like, those are the cows you just want to give the middle finger to and be like, really? But anyways, she's in for now. We had one of those Charolais cows in our pasture last night too. It's just been kind of a hodgepodge because we had to raise all of the fences above the creek's crossing. That way, like, they didn't get wiped out when the water was kind of still up high. Well, now the water's back down and the cows are having a good time going through all of the places. I feel like my hair's been a different hairstyle every time I've come today. But anyways, it's our last hot day for at least the next week. It's not as hot, but there's no breeze. I think it's a little more humid, to be honest, but it is what it is. So we're gonna clean the alleyway in the barn, try to bed the barn. Dad moved bales today, all the stuff. Well, this is, what is it, Monday? We bedded on Friday. It was humid, so obviously it's a little more wet in here. Hey! Go! Dorks. What a time. Whee! We got a cow in heat. We gotta hook up the bale processor. We're gonna try to bed that way. See how it goes. Because it's getting really hard to get bales in here, what you guys saw. They don't want me to talk to you. Drama queens. If we wouldn't have been so dang humid, we would have had a breeze. The bed pack would have stayed dry. But also, they always congregate in one pen. So where they haven't congregated, it's actually not bad. The one pen that they all put themselves into, it's wet. We got 2 bales. First one looks decent. The second one is so-so, but we're gonna try it. Should be okay. Yeehaw! Fingers crossed. Crossed everything. Legs, ears, eyes, hands, arms, shoulders, all the above. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. It's the patience pants. Dad's got them on. He hasn't turned it off yet, so patience pants are on. Made it. 2 bales through it. I'm sure I got some stuff to scoop out, but probably took 4 times the amount of time it's supposed to. But we bedded with a bale processor. Excessive rain. That's what did us dirty. Never had this problem, but freaking inches and feet of rain. They'll cause problems. Guys, cleaned it up. Not bad. I should have showed you what it looked like. Just a little bit in the front, and then just some dirt sitting in the bottom that we just pulled out quick. Not bad at all. We're gonna go grab 2 more bales and bed the barn really good, just because it was quite wet in a couple of pens where they're congregating. This bale's real nice. Looking real good. I told him this one's perfect, but he can't get to it yet, so you can see it has that outside ring. Not centered, Sterling. If we can get just like dry conditions for a while, fingers crossed. I never want to wish for dry conditions, but like the bales will keep drying up, which has been good. Fingers crossed. Get just like little rain showers, not 15 inches in 3 days. Because that's what caused all the problems.
No.
All the things. He's being shy. Alright, you guys got a mini tour. There you go. It's casual, hanging out with Connor to add to the video. So, some of you know, some of you don't. We'll just reiterate. He has a custom spraying business now. So it's also really handy because my dad and his brother, so my uncle, farm together. They each have like their own acres, but we share equipment, do work together, all that stuff. And with Connor now spraying, it's really convenient because we have a sprayer that's like easy peasy, you know, type of thing. Always used to have a pull behind sprayer. So him doing that is fantastic. Also, he's closer to my age. We get along pretty well. He takes me around for fun. I was like, do you want to do a fun little cab tour? And he was like, no, he's a little shy, but he'll watch the video. So there's that fun little tidbit. So we were putting some more, he called it corn killer. It was like Liberty, a whole bunch of just hodgepodge of chemicals, which actually, if you look at the rate, it's not that much chemical being sprayed. It's just kind of a mixture of things to kill the various weeds in there and a little bit of corn that's starting to grow. The weed pressure came back after all of that rain, but didn't look too terrible out there. Also look for sure and see what variety that is. I'll put it in the little not description, but the little text on the video here. Let you know what variety of NK soybeans they are. They are going to start canopying very soon, which is really exciting. But fun little tidbit, if you're in Southwest Minnesota-ish area, and you're looking for someone to do some custom spraying, let me know and I can get you in contact with Connor. He would gladly take on some more acres. And I had never ridden in the sprayer yet, so I got to like hang out and see how all of it works in the GPS and auto tracking, making sure he's getting a really consistent spray coverage throughout, which is really cool to see. But one of these times, I think maybe next year, we'll make him do a fun little, let's show you what it actually looks like to spray and talk about it. We'll get to that point, but maybe I'll run along sometime for pre-emergence next year. Connor, you're watching this, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make a video all about it. But spraying is about done for the year, and then we'll have a little bit of fungicide put on our corn on corn via airplane in the next little while, which you'll see as well in a coming video as long as I'm around. Otherwise, I'm sure Dad will get some footage. Mom and Dad made it back, got the approval. We didn't mess up too bad while they were gone, which is exciting. I never got a chance to ask Dad how vacation was for all of you, so I'll have to do that one of these next videos. But he had fun. He finally let go of the stress of being gone as a typical farmer, and they had a good time. So maybe I'll have him give you some more details one of these days. But if you got any questions, let me know. This is kind of a hodgepodge of a video of a lot of different days of things going on. But as always, we'll catch you next time.